Hey there, guys. Board Bob once again. We finally got our all of our sciences going last time, and now we're ready to march on from there. I'm giving research a break for a little bit to let things kind of catch up, because as you can see, we're short on a lot of things. Um, Mainly, what we're short on right now is we're short on green circuits. Um, and There's a lot of things taking green circuits. We only got one place making them, so we're gonna go ahead first off, and we're gonna correct that issue. So we're gonna come on over here, and we're gonna set up uh, a couple areas to make copper wire and to make our green circuits. So let's grab our schematic, and this is the one we want. Okay, so let's see. So we got we can move our input, so that's fine. Um, Now we got this copper patch down here, and we're getting low on the copper patch that we got up there. But I'm not going to worry too much about this one because there's another real nice one up right above where we're already at. So we're going to go ahead and cover this one up. So what we're going to do is this: we're going to go ahead and lay down this first set of assemblers. We kind of get it lined up here with the other ones. Now I know that oil line's kind of in the way. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with that when the time comes. So we're going to throw one down here and let our robots go to town and do what they do best. And this one is going to give us our copper wire. And I should have enough stuff to finish it. I think the only thing that I might be a little bit short on are belts at this point. I went ahead and made sure to pick up some extra stuff off camera before we get started here. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some more belts right quick because I think we're probably going to need them. Yeah, that should be plenty. That should be plenty. Alright, so let's go on over here. So that's going to give us our copper wire. And our copper wire is going to feed right into our green circuits. I'm going to put them right over here on the other side of this line coming in for oil, and we're just going to plop her right on down right there. And once we get this all built up, we're going to go ahead and hook this up, and then we're going to copy the whole thing. We're going to make a blueprint for the whole thing, and we're going to put a second one of these down right below it. And that ought to help us considerably with our green circuit dilemma that we have at the moment. Once we get this done, then I'm going to go over and we are going to start on railroad tracks. We're going to start building track. We're going to set up a place to build track so that we can start and get out there on the road. So let's get rid of this because we're going to move it up here, and we're going to have splitter, and that's going to come into there and down into there, right? And then we're just going to bring it over from here. Oh, wait a minute. We don't want to connect that. We still got to bring in. We got to still bring in our iron. So I'm going to bring that there. You know what? Let's bring it one over. Bring that up, over, in and down. Alright, now this, you know what, let's do this, it'll line up better. Let's do this. There we go. That's going to line up better because we're going to pluck off that and come down to the other one. Alright, so there we go. That is our line coming in for our steel, our line coming in for our copper cable. Now let's go over on this side and set up our line coming in to build our copper cable. So we're gonna swap this out. As far as our input goes, I'm gonna move it up here to the top. There we go. Bring that down here. Boom. There we go. Okay, so now we got that coming in. Let's move this power pole out of the way. We don't need it right now. Alrighty, so our copper, I'm going to come in there. And I think we've been dragging off of our bottom line. So we're going to drag off of our top line this time. We're going to bring both of them over. And we are going to plan ahead for the eventuality that we are going to have to jump over this line. So let's do that right now. There we go. And oops. There. So that's going to bring us copper right on down into this plant. And that'll make our copper wire, and it'll go over here, and that'll make our green circuits. We're going to have to change these all to copper wire. Let's go ahead and do that right now while we're standing here. Copper wire. There we go. And over here is going to be green circuits. So let's go ahead and change that while we're down here. Come on. Got autosave. And of course we shift clicked on that pole, which means we disconnected that pole. So let's fix that. Alright, there we go. Alright, all these cross wires, I'm not going to worry too much about them. Alright. Excuse me. So now we need to bring in our iron plate and our copper. Our copper is going to come in there. Our iron plate, we're going to have to do the same thing. It's going to come on over. Oop. And of course, I was not thinking ahead. Always think ahead if you can. Saves you trouble later. There we go. Alright. So now, I went back and looked, and I know from having looked that we are mainly drawing off of this bottom line for our iron plate. So even though I'm running both of them out here, and I know this is in the way, we'll go around it at some point. We want to draw off of that top one again. So, line ourselves up. Jump across it so that later we don't have to try and do it. And good enough. Alright, so there we go. There is our iron plate going in. On the one side, our copper wire will come in on the other side as soon as we give the whole thing power. Let's hook up between the two of them so that when we do hook up power, it will be going. Come on over here. Line in there, and voila, there we go. Now we should see that come on over, and Bob's your uncle. Now, we want to join back into this green circuit line. I'd like to come back over here and do it where we're coming in and building at, because that way we've got everything hooked in. So let's do this. Let's come over here and let's go up there. Let's do a splitter. Right, so now we've got that coming in. Ooh, taking damage somewhere. Yeah, minor. And then let's run this on back. Alright, and of course we're going to have to jump this. Alright, there we go. No, come on, belt. And bring our belt on over here. And again, we will plan for the eventuality that we have to jump across there. And you know what? Let's do it from this end, make sure they line up right. Otherwise I'll be running it over there and having to pick it back up. Alright, there we go. So now we have our green going in and supplementing our green. But again, I don't know that that's going to be enough. I know we are going to need a ton of green circuits as time goes on. So let's do this. Temporarily make a blueprint. Get rid of the pipes because we already are going to deal with that. Get rid of that, and okay, and we'll just bring this right down below the other one. Give ourselves enough room to work. Plop her down. Let our minions do their job. Meanwhile, we can throw that one away once we go back and find it. There it is. And we can just get rid of that one because we only need it for the one time. Now we just got to let these guys take get all their stuff in, and then we can get this one rolling. And once this is done, we will go over and we will start making railroad track, because we're going to want to start stocking up on it. So let's get it started now, so it can start you know, getting a good supply of it. Alright, these guys are almost done. And we'll move over here so they can finish this side. They're a little slow right now. We're gonna start working on researching speed. All right, so there's that side, and go on over here. Let them finish this side real quick, and we'll hook these two in. Alrighty. So, splitter. And go up here to our copper input. And drag a line down. There we go. And we will go over here to our iron input and do the same thing. And right about there. We are going to need to come here. All right. Drag our iron down. Tie that in. And then bring our other green circuits up. Tie them in. And then just turn the power on. Oops, missed it. There we go. All right, so let's make sure we're running correctly here, just to see. Yeah. Looks like everything's good. All right. There we go. And that was just that easy. A lot faster with the robots. It's also why I kind of like to have these standardized production facilities, is because it makes it a lot easier than having to scratch my head every single time I put one down and having to reinvent the wheel. I can just pop it on down, and there we go. And now we should start seeing a little better throughput with our green circuits. Like I say, this copper ore patch up here is starting to dry up. So, you know, that will run out fairly soon. Let's see, it's 46K left in it. But we have, let's turn the pollution off so we can see. We got this one right up here. It's 987K. This one's only like 400K. This is twice as much. And we're already coming in from up here. We'll just bring this down and put it in there. If we really get desperate later, we can always grab that one. But it seems to me that there's always way more copper. Look, there's 3 million. So there's always way more copper than there is iron. I'm always seem to be hurting on iron. So, you know, and this time around it looks like I'm going to be hurting on uranium. But anyway, there we go. So we'll just leave that go. Off camera, I moved some mines around a little bit to kind of get this out of here a little faster, and it certainly seemed to be cleaning it up a lot quicker than what it was. It's getting there, so this is we can start using this soon. So let's go ahead and go on over here. I think I got everything I need. Let me look real quick. I got inserters, I got factories, I should have furnaces. Yeah, it looks like we got everything we need to start our rail production. So I'm kind of looking forward to having trains. I'm kind of looking forward to getting out of this neighborhood and going and sightseeing in a new neighborhood. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly am. So what I thought I would do is we got that one iron ore patch over there that's pretty good. We've got these two that are up here that are starting to play out. And out of that, this one is really kind of dying off. So what I thought I would do is we will make use of what's left of this. And the reason I picked this one is twofold. A, it's not going to kill us to take what little bit of ore is coming in here away production wise. We've certainly got plenty coming in from the other locations. And B, let's pick up that little piece there. We're going to be careful that we don't get this coal in the mix. There we go. And one piece of belt. There. We'll pick that up that way. Oh, are we getting coal? No, we're not getting any coal. Okay, good. So anyway, because we've got this iron patch here, we also have, I'll wait for you guys, come on. A stone patch down here. And we need both of those materials to be able to do railways, or rail lines, or railroad tracks, or yeah, you know what I mean. Because we need the stone and we need the iron ore. So I figured, why not just go ahead and set it up over here, kind of like I did with that concrete plant. Go ahead and make it its own little entity, because that's eventually what we plan on trying to do with little outposts anyway. So let's go ahead and set the miners up for this, and then we will start setting up our railroad production, our production for our rails. And we may have to move some power poles around to get this to fit properly. We'll see. Yep, we're gonna have to move that power pole. That's fine. Minor obstacles. In the scheme of things, that is a minor setback. No, I wouldn't even really call it a setback. Alrighty. Not going to get any stone from that one. I get a little bit from that. And none from there. Okay. So, let's reroute these poles. I don't want to completely eliminate them because they connect to our grid system for our lasers. So I don't want to completely get rid of them. We'll just move them over a little bit. Plus, we got to power up the. Come on, oh, I already grabbed it. Okay. We're going to want to be able to power up the mine, or the mining drills and what have you. Anyway, so that's also why when I went through and I cleaned up the walls, one of the things that I did not do is I had power lines that were going to where the walls were for the lasers and stuff. I didn't clean up the power lines. I'm really not a lot of waste in leaving a power line there with regards to materials, and it gives us a little bit of redundancy in our electrical grid, that in case something does happen and something does get broke somewhere, we'll be okay. You know what? Let's do something here. I know, picking up stone, because that's what I need to be carrying around is more stones in my pocket. But what I think I'm going to do, rather than having to finagle in another splitter, I just do that. Bring it around the back ass end of there. So there we go. So there's that. And now technically I don't need to use splitters here. I could just butt joint the stuff together. But as has been discussed before, I discussed it. It was a discussion I was having with my friend Joe Mama, and that is that by using splitters, you avoid issues with having stuff build up on one side of the belt and not on the other, and all the problems that causes with regards to stacking. So there's just no sense in doing it if I can avoid doing it. I've got the splitters, why not use them, right? So we're just cleaning up here real quick. I don't know that I want the trees. I've got plenty of trees for small power lines, so I don't necessarily want the trees. I'm not against picking trees up necessarily. I mean, they do make good fuel if nothing else, but no sense in grabbing them if I don't really have to. There we go. All right. So I think that's everything from there. Yes, it is. So let's run this line down here and start building our production for our rail lines. And I know me, and I know I'm going to run into, no, what do you know? I guess I'm not going to run into it that time. I'm going to run into something, you watch. Almost guaranteed. Yep, there you go. Tree. Always run into something. Yeah, another one. And I made it a point of making a hole down through here. I just didn't make it, I made it too far the wrong way. Alright, so there we go. There's our iron coming down. Right? So we need our iron, and we need our stone. Come on over. Come on over to the party. Alright, so there we go. So now, what we need is, we're going to need iron plate, and we're going, because we need to make iron sticks, and iron sticks come from iron plates. But we also need steel plates. So we're going to set up, I brought 12 furnaces with me. We're going to set up some of them for iron production, and we're going to set some of them up for steel production. So let's go ahead and set up our iron production first. Let's get these out of our way. Is that good enough? There we go. Alright, so, and what we're going to do is 5. Well, how many did I bring over? Up there, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to leave me, you know what? Yeah. You know what? We'll probably end up bringing some more over. Let's do 4 and 2 for now. Alright, so there's that. Cut that off there. There are probably more efficient ways to configure these as far as feeding them. There is, I was watching one of Joe Mama's videos the other day, and he's got a pretty slick setup for his smelters, and I may experiment with it later and see how well it works out for me, and I may turn around and start looking into using his design. It looks like it feeds a little more efficiently. He splits his feed coming in. I think it works pretty good. It seems to work pretty good. And knowing him like I do, I figure he's probably experimented with it fairly often. Okay, so there's going to give us our plates, and then half of that is going to go for producing our sticks, and half of it's going to go for our steel plate. Okay, so let's run our sticks over there, and so let's put in for our steel plate. Now, like I say, I think we are definitely going to bringing some more furnaces down here. I think I'm going to keep the 10 that I've got up here, but I think I'm going to go 4 down here, maybe more. We'll see how well it keeps up. But anyway, for now, it's a start. So there's that, there's that, there's that, there's that. Leave ourselves some room, because like I say, in all likelihood, I'm going to bring some more down here. Oops. Come back together, my children. There we go. Right? And then this is going to be, let's scooch it over one. Back that up a couple. Let's see. Inserter, belt, inserter. Back that up a couple more. I don't know how many of these we're really going to need. Ooh. All right. I thought I made room. Let's see. Inserter, belt. All right. Inserters. Yeah, I gotta come over one more. Fine. Belt inserter. Let's see. Belt inserter. There we go. I don't know where my brain is. You get to be my age, I guess, you know. It starts to go. There's that. Sticker right there. Ta-da! Okay, so that's going to give us our steel plates. That's going to give us our You know what? I bet we only need 4. Let's put 4 for now. So, then we need our, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Then we need our rails to be made. So, let's see something here. Yeah, if we do this, ooh, got a water line over. Oh, that's for the, okay, that's for the concrete plant. So, there's for our sticks. There's for our plate. Let's see which one we need the most of. Let's see, sticks, plate, stone. They're all ones. Okay, cool. And here's for our stone. Sticks and stones, right? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains excite me. Oh, wrong nursery rhyme. And then, of course, we're going to have a gazouta. So, let's do our gazouta here. Alright, and we'll drop them into some chests down there. Alright. And you know what? This is going to bug me. Not that it makes any difference, but it would bug me because I'm just that way. Actually, we don't need that to come all the way down that far because that's going to pull off of that. That's going to put on there. Right? Right. So that's that. Okay, so now up here, taking damage from something again. Single turret is probably nothing. Nothing major anyway. Will it reach? It will not reach. This will, though. Are we out of... Holy cow! Alright, well, I thought I had everything I needed. Apparently the one thing I don't have is power. Let's go get a few power poles. I've been using the heck out of them. I haven't really been thinking about it, I guess. Teleporters. Well, for one thing, we're going to get legs for our suit eventually. There we go. That should keep us in stock for a little while. And it looks like we're getting down there on plastic. That's just probably a usage issue. We only have the one thing making it, so, and I'm sure we're using a lot of it now with the making circuits. So, no biggie. We'll address that in a little while. Ain't that pretty at night? I turned one of them off because the reactors use fuel regardless of whether they're doing anything or not, they use fuel to stay hot. So I didn't see any point in running fuel for the one. Oh, did we go too far? We went too far. Whilst I was running the steam engines for the other ones. So now that the steam engines have about used up all that coal, I will at some point very soon eliminate the steam engines from the mix. Oh. That's got to go down there too. Will it reach from down there? Yes. It'll connect. Good. Okay. And then yeah, I have to do this, this, this. And if I need to add more electric furnaces to this, I can always add them up at the top. And these I can always extend down to the bottom further. Alright, looks like everything is set. Let's throw down some chests. I'm pretty sure I have some chests. There's the chests. So that we can start collecting these rails. This one ought to get covered by that. There we go. Now we just got to hook into the power. Where do we have power? Oh, we have power right there. Duh. What do you think is power in your miners? Duh. I'm not a smart man, Jenny. And one there, and one there. That should do us. Probably killed our power. No, not really. We're still okay. Alright, so we got plates coming in. Oh, we didn't tell this what to make. We gotta tell it to make sticks. Iron sticks. Then we got to tell this to make rails. We didn't tell any of it what to make, did we? Look, there went our first rail. All right. And it's one stick, one steel, one stone. Yeah, we're gonna want some more furnaces, definitely. Probably, let's see, at least 4 more. We're gonna bring at least 4 more furnaces over here. I don't think we have any on us. No, those are steel furnaces. They're not electrics. Alright, well, we'll be bringing some more furnaces over here. But, for now, there we go, man. It started. And that will start getting us our rails. And hopefully these will fill up quickly. Alright guys, so there we go. So I'm gonna, off camera, I'm just gonna bring in a couple more furnaces and put some more furnaces in here so that we got our steel production up. And that's it, man. That gives us our rails, our signals and things like that. I mean, they only need really one factory. We don't use a huge ton of them. So excuse me, so that we only need one, wow, we only need one factory for. So, you know, for each of those. So we'll set up a factory somewhere in our main area over here, Isn't that pretty? Look, man, we got all the science. All the science. It's a rainbow. Now, if I'd have planned it right, I could have probably done it, kind of the Roy G. Biv kind of thing, but oh well. It's okay. It works. Come here, you. Don't leave me. I want you. There's one. So yeah, so that's what we'll do is we will woo, dang it. There we go. Is next time around we'll set up, for our rail signals, and we're going to set up our manufacturing for our solar cells and our substations, because both of those need green circuits. So we had to get that green circuit issue out of the way. We'll see how that is once things kind of settle out, and then we can start making our various other items, and we can start making solar panels. We can start making substations, and we'll go from there. And very soon we will have railroads. All right, guys. Have a good time. I hope you got something out of this. Like, subscribe, that sort of thing. And I will talk at you later. All right, bye.